Welcome to USA vs. Europe, Trucking Industry Showdown. Peel back the hood on two titans of transport that keep our global economy humming. Picture this: thundering down endless American interstates. A behemoth semi-truck stretches like a silver serpent, hauling freight across vast prairies. Cut to Europe's winding autobahns, where sleek, cab-over rigs dart through historic villages with the precision of a scalpel. The U.S. trucking sector moves 72% of its freight, over 10 billion tons annually, while Europe's hauls 75% of goods by road, clocking 1.8 trillion ton-kilometers yearly. But beneath the rumble lies a tale of contrasts. America's raw power versus Europe's refined efficiency. Why do European trucks dominate 70% of the global market, while U.S. models lag at just 16%? Today, we'll rev through history. Design, tech, regs, driver life, eco-impact, and the road ahead. Buckle up. This isn't just a comparison. It's a wake-up call for how we move the world. Let's roll. Our story starts in the dust of the 20th century. Post-WWII, America birthed the modern semi-truck with icons like the Mack B61, fueled by the Interstate Highway Act of 1956, that stitched the nation with 48,000 miles of ribbon asphalt. Trucks exploded from niche to necessity, evolving into long-haul beasts optimized for cross-country treks. Europe, scarred by war, prioritized reconstruction and efficiency. The 1950s saw cab-over designs, from MAN and Scania to Squeeze, through bombed-out cities and tight borders. By the 1970s, U.S. deregulation via the Motor Carrier Act unleashed a freight boom, but at the cost of cutthroat competition. Europe's harmonized. EU directives from the 80s standardized weights and emissions, fostering innovation over sprawl. Today, America's 3.5 million drivers navigate a $800 billion industry, while Europe's 2.5 million pros power a $300 billion machine. History whispers. U.S. trucks embody frontier freedom. European ones engineered resilience. Let's talk scale, where America's excess meets Europe's elegance. U.S. semis can stretch 70 feet with doubles or triples, trailers capped at 48 feet, but kingpinned for endless hauls, perfect for cornfields to coasts. Gross vehicle weight? Up to 80,000 pounds federally, though states like Nevada allow 129,000 for specials. Europe caps total length at 16.20 meters, 54 feet for semis, 1875 for road trains, with 40-ton GVW standard, prioritizing tight turns over brute length. American conventional cabs with long hoods house V8s pushing 500-plus HP, but they guzzle space. European cab-overs shove the engine underfoot, shaving feet for urban agility. Maneuverability? A Euro truck threads a London alley like a sports car. Its Yankee cousin needs a football field to pivot. Result? U.S. efficiency dips in cities, while Europe's modular trailers swap payloads in minutes. Size isn't just specs, it's strategy. America's built for distance, Europe's for density. In a shrinking world, who's adapting faster? Technology tells a stark tale. Europe's a decade ahead. U.S. trucks lean on proven Detroit diesels, inline sixes churning 400-600 HP. But many still rock drum brakes and basic ECUs, reliable yet relics. Euro rigs? Twin-turbo AdBlues with predictive cruise control, adaptive suspensions, and disc brakes across the board. Slicing fuel use by 15%. Take Volvo's I-See. It maps hills for coasting, saving 5% diesel. America's telematics are catching up via ELD's post-2017 mandate. But Europe's Vecto simulator mandates eco-testing since 2017. Aerodynamics? U.S. sleepers prioritize comfort over CD ratings. EU mandates side skirts and spoilers, boosting MPG by 10%. Global stats. Euro trucks average 2.5 FMCSA PT per loaded. US hover at 6 mpg unloaded. Wait, that's backwards efficiency. Why the lag? US regs favor incumbents. EU finds polluters. Tech isn't gadgetry, it's tomorrow's edge. Europe hauls smarter. America, harder. Bridge the gap or get left. Regulations rig the race. US FMCSA caps hours at 11 daily, 70 weekly, but loopholes like team driving stretch it, leading to fatigue, crashes, killing. 4,000 yearly. Europe's AETR directive limits 9 hours day, mandates tachographs since 71, and enforces cabotage rules curbing foreign hauls. Safety? EU's ESC standard since 2015 halves rollovers. US lags with only voluntary adoption. Weights echo this. America's axle loads allow heavier per wheel, stressing roads but maximizing loads. Europe's uniform 11.5-ton axles protect pavements. Driver screening? US CDL renewals every 4 to 8 years. EU's CPC certification demands ongoing training. Fines? Euro violations hit $30,000. US vary wildly by state. Net. Europe's regs birth safer, saner roads. Fatality rate. 4.6 per billion kilometers is US 7.3, but America's flexibility fuels growth. Europe's rigidity, reliability. Balance is key. Too loose, lives lost. Too tight, economy choked. Who's behind the wheel? It's worlds apart. American OTR drivers log 100,000 miles a year, earning 50K median, but facing isolation. Sleepers like rolling. RVs with fridges, but turnover hits 90% from burnout. Europe's day cab norm means home nightly. 45K, 60K pay with 5 weeks vacation standard. US perks? Flexible routes, but harassment and theft plague lots. EU mandates ergo cabs with fall bunks, cutting back pain 30%. Union strength? Europe's 40% organized, bargaining eco-bonuses. US 7%, scraping for basics. Wellness? EU apps track mental health. US pilots fight for it. Stats sting. 25% US drivers over 55. Shortages looming. Europe's apprenticeships fill ranks young. It's not glamour, it's grind. America romanticizes the lone wolf. Europe humanizes the hauler. Elevate the driver, or the industry stalls. Who's treating sustainability shifts gears? US trucks. Guzzle 38 billion gallons diesel yearly. With EPA 2027. Rules eyeing 25% cuts. But current fleets average Euro VI equivalent? Nah, many stuck at Europe's Euro VII from 2025 mandates near zero NOx, hybrids in 20% of new sales. Biofuels? EU's 30% blend standard. US spotty. Electrification? Tesla semi-pilots in California. But Europe's 500-plus EV truck chargers versus US 50 carbon. EU hauls émettent 120 grammes CO2 per tonne kilowatt, US 150 guys. Incentives. EU subsidies 10K per green rig. US tax credits piecemeal. Ports push. Rotterdam's shore power idles engines. LA's drayage goes zero emission by 35. Verdict. Europe's proactive. America's reactive. Climate clock ticks. Trucks must electrify or fossilize. Green today or gridlock? Economically, it's freight versus finesse. US trucking's 940B GDP slice employs 8.5 M, but razor margins 3 to 5% breed bankruptcies post-COVID. Surges hit 20% rates, now stabilizing at 10%. Europe's 250B sector, 5M jobs, weathers via diversified rail integration, keeping road shares steady at 75%. Fuel costs? US 3-gallon volatility. EU's 150-liter taxes fund infra. Tariffs? US protects domestics. EU imports 20% Asian parts for cost. Productivity? American doubles haul 2x loads. Euromodulars cut downtime 40%. Crises expose. 2021 Suez Jam spiked EU rates 300%. U.S. supply chains chugged on. Future automation. U.S. platooning tests. EU mandates ADAS. Who's fueling growth? America scales big. Europe optimizes smart. In trade wars, hearing ahead, convergence calls. U.S. eyes AV trucks by 2030. With Waymo freight pilots, Europe's e-highways beam power to pantographs. Shared, hydrogen, U.S. Nikola hubs, EU high-shift corridors. Challenges? U.S. infrabill's 550B patchwork. EU's Green Deal 1T unified push. Global chains demand harmony. Think. USMCA versus EU Mercosur. Best bet, hybrid models blending. American scale with Euro smarts. By 2040, 30% autonomous. Europe's regulatory runway clears it. U.S. litigation lags. Innovation hubs. Detroit revives. Stuttgart iterates. The road forks. Adapt or atrophy. Trucking's future? Collaborative, connected, clean. USA and Europe, unite your strengths or watch Asia. We've thundered through the divides. America's mighty sprawl versus Europe's precise pulse. US wins on sheer volume and versatility, those endless hauls. Define dreams, but Europe edges in efficiency, safety, and sustainability. Proving less can deliver more. No clear champ. It's contextual conquest. Lessons? Deregulate wisely. Innovate relentlessly. Humanize the haul. For drivers, advocate for better. For policymakers, harmonize horizons. Industry, electrify now. As EVs hum and AIs steer, one truth endures. Trucks don't just move goods, they move us forward. Thanks for riding shotgun. What's your take? Stars and stripes or Union Jack under the hood? Drop comments like subscribe. Safe travels, the road awaits. Fade out on that global rumble.